I think that students that come here are looking for an intimate learning environment, and I know a lot of schools say that, but we like to say we really mean it. I think the way we're structured and our scale offers an ability to really design a specific learning experience for our students that come here. You have a lot of contact time with your students, so there's a really long-term mentoring relationship that's built, and I think there's a lot of students who are looking for that, and I think that makes us unique.
My MECA experience so far has been really wonderful. I mean, the people are generally friendly, and the teachers are usually very accessible. And same thing with the studio hours. Like, I never know when I'm gonna feel like making stuff, so the 24-hour access has been very helpful in my studio process.
A lot of these studios become gathering places for students to talk and exchange ideas, and they're really beautiful studio spaces. The print department especially, we're in the corner of the building, and students get to make prints and look out at Casco Bay and be inspired by landscape and the environment.
Everybody is always willing to help everybody, no matter what the situation is. It could be academic or even personal family issues. There's always somebody to talk to, always somebody to help.
And there's the collective nature of it, which I think is a huge strength. Printmakers are interested in communicating with people and also working on a rich exchange of ideas and like to help each other and inform each other's practice. So there's a really unique collective environment to a print studio. And I think that has a broad appeal to a lot of students.
I like the sense of community here. It is really small, and I just feel really close to my peers and my teachers, and I really value that here. So that's why I love it so much.
There's just that really great sense of community that I was really looking forward in choosing a school. Places like Boston and everything. I didn't want to be a number. I wanted to be a name. I wanted to be known. And here I am known.
Printmaking processes allow you to create this hybrid visual language and speak to a lot of different audiences, and also speak in a lot of different forms, a lot of different visual forms.
Like right now I'm making what I call artist books, but they're more sculptural in nature. So I'm using traditional mediums such as woodblock to create these sculptural pieces.
I think students can look out in the landscape of contemporary art and notice that artists are being really attracted to printmaking for a lot of different reasons. I also think it has a lot of appeal for students who are into materials and labor, people who lean more towards being really strong makers and like to get their hands dirty.
I really loved the atmosphere of the printmaking department, the community that it was in. I just loved experiencing the new techniques, and I loved getting my hands dirty.
We also have classes that are driven by concept and not only technique, so students have this opportunity to really dig in deep to some of the history of printmaking and what sort of drives printmaking practice from historical context to contemporary context. And then students can do a lot of experimentation in other classes who want to work with experimentation with different studio materials and different kinds of practices and really build on their craft. So we intentionally set up this balance that students can work in this really broad range.
I feel that MECA is creating artists and not like printmakers or painters. They're encouraging this place where you can develop in this multi-discipline area and learn how to create very engaging works of art.
Our curriculum philosophy is that artists are influenced by a lot of things, and even though students may be housed in one discipline, their research and their practice is informed by a lot of different things, and we want to be able to create the opportunity for students to do that. That's what artists are doing out in the world right now.